Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 71, 5 Steps to Impressing Leads on LinkedIn.
We love LinkedIn, and that's for a few reasons. Number one reason we love LinkedIn is, for the most part, for the majority of virtual assistants out there, their ideal clients are on LinkedIn. So that's where they're hanging out. We also love LinkedIn because it makes an amazing first website. So if you don't have a website, because you don't need one when you're first starting out, it makes a great replacement. Super easy to use. You can have all your details on there. Everything that a new lead would need to find out about you is very easily featured on there. And the other great thing about LinkedIn is that for many virtual assistants, their very first clients are those that they've worked with previously, their ex-bosses, their ex-colleagues, their ex-managers. And so these people, chances are they are on LinkedIn and you've probably already connected with them, because it's such a great way to keep track of your old colleagues.
The other thing I love about LinkedIn is that it's not like friends on Facebook where people are reluctant to become your friends, or people are protective about who they're going to be friends with. But on LinkedIn, it's all about having a great number of connections, and people are more than happy to connect. So I like it for that aspect too.
Yeah.
So we've got some 5 kind of steps to impressing leads on LinkedIn. So let's crack into it.
Yeah. Number one, you want to have a complete LinkedIn profile. You don't want to have any gaps. You don't want to half-ass it. If you're going to be on there, it needs to be robust.
And I think when I set up my LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn actually tells you all of the steps, and it has the little bar that says when you get to an all-star that you've completed everything. So make sure you take note of that. And cover image, profile picture, headline, about, all of your experience, paragraphs within the experience, like all of it, achievements, it all needs to be full, complete. Spend time, write the content in there, make it complete.
Yeah, be really thoughtful about it. It's not a 5-minute job. If you want to impress those leads, you need to put some time and effort into that. So you want to be in Canva. You want to make sure that cover image is on brand. You want to make sure that your profile photo looks good. The lighting's great. It's of you. It's not your logo or something random. And yeah, about as much, it's really easy to talk about yourself. It's the easiest thing in the world to write about, is to write about you. But people don't necessarily actually want to know about you. They want to know how you are going to help them.
Like on a about page on a website, make it all about them, which is really weird and counterintuitive. It's the same with your about on your LinkedIn. Make it all about them. What are their problems? What are they? How are they feeling? And then what is your solution? How do you help them? What's the benefits? And a bit of your experience, why you're credible. But make it mostly about them.
And then with the experience, don't just put your previous employees' names and then the dates and leave it at that. What did you do? What achievements did you make while you were working there? What type of tasks did you use to carry out?
Yep. Okay. That is number 1. Number 2 is to get your connections up to 500 plus. The more connections, the better. And when you're connecting with people, do a personalized message asking them to connect.
And, as Joe mentioned earlier on, this isn't about friends. So don't feel as though you can't reach out and connect with people that you don't know already. You want to be thinking about who's your ideal client, and if they are, reach out and connect with them. It doesn't matter if you've never spoken to them before. People expect that. People expect connection requests from strangers.
I think many VAs shy away from like connecting or requesting to connect because it feels awkward for them, or they feel insecure about it, or like, what if someone doesn't want to connect or they get mad at me? But honestly, you've got to put all of that aside and just connect, 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 connect. Ideal clients, people you've previously worked for, people in your network that you know, people in your industry that you know or don't know, people you meet at a networking event, anyone that is a kind of a right fit for you, connect with them. You
Mm,
don't have to have met them before.
mm. Or people that they might not be a right fit for you, but they have got great network, and so they might have people that they can recommend you to.
Hmm. So
Got to
don't hold back. Get them to 500 plus, because then LinkedIn shows you as a 500 plus profile. And yeah, it shows that, if you only have 10 connections and someone comes across your profile, they're going to be like, oh,
Hmm.
wonder why they don't have many connections, or how come they don't know lots of people, or how come they haven't worked with many people before? What's
Yeah.
going on there? So it just puts a little bit of a seed of doubt in their mind.
Yeah, so just take some time once a week, hop onto LinkedIn and reach out and make some connections. I know personally, as soon as I reached that 500 mark, I definitely started seeing an increase in the number of people that then were connecting with me. When the next milestone, which was over 1,000 connections, even more so, more people were reaching out. So it definitely pays to, at the very least, get that 500.
And I think LinkedIn is so powerful too, because, on Instagram or Facebook, you have to work really hard to get the number of followers that you want to then be able to have them see your content. But
Yeah.
on LinkedIn, you actually have complete control over how many people are essentially following you and how many people have the potential to see your content that you post. So
Mm.
you're in control. It's amazing.
You know what? The other thing that's just occurred to me, the other really good thing about LinkedIn and having all of your connections on there is that, my goodness, how often do you kind of think to yourself of someone who messages you on Facebook or another more social platform and you go, oh, who's this person? Like, how do I know that person? What is it they do professionally again? Whereas on LinkedIn, you don't have that issue because most people have their full work history on there. So it's really easy for you to then your brain to then remember. Oh my goodness! Of course, I used to work with them. Yeah, that's right. It was that networking event that I've met them.
Mm.
Makes it so easy to keep track of everybody and what they do.
Hmm. So connecting with people and personalizing that message, that's key too.
Yeah. Step number 3: don't ignore recommendations.
Mm.
Recommendations are really powerful, aren't they, Joe?
And this is the social proof. This is the of LinkedIn's version of testimonials and reviews.
Hmm.
Use the recommendations area to request recommendations from anyone that you have previously worked for, worked with, had as a client. You should be reaching out to those people and requesting a recommendation. It makes your profile complete, it gives you credibility, and it has that social proof, which is super important.
It is. And if you haven't already listened to the podcast episode we did a few weeks ago on why social proof is so critical and how to kind of nail the social proof aspect of your business. Step number 4, this is a goodie, but this is one of those ones that it's do as we say, not as we do.
This is on my to-do list to do a video, and I actually just need to put the time into thinking about what I'm going to say on there. It's quite short. It's not very many seconds, but having a video on your profile photo takes you to the next level in terms of being a LinkedIn user and having a LinkedIn profile. And this is one way to really impress those potential leads. If they can hear you speak and you're speaking to them, you're the next step ahead of every other
Yes.
virtual assistant that they are going to be looking at and considering on LinkedIn. So put this on your list. make it a priority to really ramp up your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, a couple of our members over in the members club recently did videos on their LinkedIn profile, and they are so, so good. If
Mhm.
I was a client looking for the services that they provide and I was scrolling through, because there are a lot of virtual assistants on LinkedIn, let's be honest. Wow. I mean, that would be a standout for me for sure.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's one way. It's the next way to, or the another way to know, like, and trust. Build that know, like, and trust with
Yeah.
someone. It's great fourth step.
Number 5, you want to be showing up and consistently posting valuable information.
Hmm.
Just like you should be on any other social media platform that you're on, you need to be doing the same on LinkedIn.
Even more so, like LinkedIn, people are expecting to learn from you, to have you showcase your knowledge, to get tips and ideas and thoughts about how they can better their business, better their life. So make sure that you're delivering on that and
Mm.
giving them valuable content. Um, yeah, it's a fine line, isn't it? And we see many virtual assistants skirting around the edges of what would be appropriate for LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah, I personally don't wanna see, like, I love behind the scenes, and I think behind the scenes stuff is appropriate on LinkedIn, but there needs to be some connection to the business.
Mm,
That is how you are adding value even in behind the scenes and kind of more personal stuff that you may be posting. It
mm,
has to have the connection to your business or your clients' businesses. Otherwise, people will go, "Oh, gosh, that's a bit random to be on LinkedIn."
mm. Yeah, it is different. It is different to
Mhm.
Facebook, but you should be doing valuable educational type posts on all platforms,
Yeah, you wanna be
regardless of who you are.
showcasing your knowledge,
Mhm.
showcasing your experience, showcasing your skills. Um, you wanna be giving more value than, promoting yourself and selling your services.
Yeah. So that are is our 5 steps to impressing leads on LinkedIn. So let's do a recap. 1, a complete full LinkedIn profile. Number 2, 500 plus connections. Number 3, get recommendations on your
Mhm.
profile. 4, create a video for your profile photo. And number 5, consistently post valuable content.
There you go. You know what you need to do. Go and do it.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the Members Club and the amazing resources, training, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.